Hello everyone, today I'm going to teach you how to play Europa Universalis 4, a very strange and complex game about world map in this particular timeline from 1444 to 1821 if I remember correctly. For the purpose of this really basic tutorial, we are going to play in the Rise of the Ottoman campaign, in the historical start, and we're going to choose Brandenburg because Brandenburg offers a lot of choices and options that will touch upon a lot of the key mechanics of the game. Okay, well, and then we're gonna start play. Click Iron Man or not, doesn't really matter. Okay, so this game is about capturing more land through diplomacy and warfare. And so you are this nation, or you are whatever nation you choose to be, but for the purpose of this tutorial, I am this nation called Brandenburg in the middle of Germany or northeast corner. And so I want to basically take the surrounding land and grow bigger so that I can take more surrounding land and grow bigger. So how to do that? Again, the game is about diplomacy, so first things first, we want to make some friends by talking to other people. How do you talk to other nations? You click on any nation you want to talk to, and you see this tab that comes up, like over here. Click, and it comes up. Then you see this diplomacy button right here. Click that, and here are things you can discuss with them. And the game has a very helpful tooltip, that toolbar or whatever tooltip box that pops up that explains why or how these things work. So why can I not declare war? You must wait until December 11th to declare any wars. Right now it's November 11th, so the game just gave everyone like a month of a peace treaties to get the game rolling. Okay, so this game is about like to start wars. Well, let's get a month start by a month rolling, I guess. First, let's make friends with Austria. To do that, again, click Austria. Any piece of Austria will do. Doesn't matter which part you click. Then click relations action and improve relations and send. And we have sent one of our diplomat to Austria to become friends with them. And same thing for Poland. We're gonna send one guy to Poland to become friends with them. Because Austria and like this, you learn this from experience, but I'm gonna just teach you. I'm gonna just spell it out here, which is Austria and Poland are major power in this area where we are at. So it's a good idea to have these strong friends, so that they can either help us in a war directly, or at the very least they won't attack us. Okay, so now that's set up. I'm gonna ignore a lot of other minor mechanics that exist in the game for the purpose of streaming down this tutorial. So there we go. Now we're gonna start. Unpause the game. You can pause and unpause the game by either clicking here or by default spacebar. I hope you can hear the mechanical keyboard slamming there. Okay, here are people asking for my alliance. Brunswick. I'm gonna decline because here you can see where Brunswick is. If you don't know, if you know already, good for you. But if you don't know, in this tab, right, this is you. You click on the other guy and you click on their flag here, and it'll center in. And you can see Brunswick is not that big. No, I don't want to be your friend. Saxony, on the other hand, is a little bigger, so I will gladly be your friend, Saxony. Let's kill Brunswick together. Now unpause again. And we're gonna wait until at least December 11th. So another thing you'll notice is it is December 11th, so I should be able to declare war, but you see you have no diplomats to send. These two guys here are your ways of communicating with other nations. So right now, uh, I remember that I already sent one to Austria and one to Poland, so I can't initiate any conversation right now. And in order for me to do so, I have to call them back. So let's call one back from Austria. Stop improving relations. They should be back. I'm also going to build units here. To build units, you click production. And here's a whole bunch of production things you can do. But for now, we're just going to focus on land units. And we're not going to build mercenaries yet, because mercenaries, while useful, have are limited in their purpose. So it's better to just build the basic guys. And now we have a diplomat back. This is another way to access diplomats. This is the thing that really trips up a lot of people about this game, is that this game you have dozens of ways to access the same screen. Like for example, I can access something called advisor, like this quest line tab through here. I click this tab. This is the your overarching menu tab. So this is probably the best way to teach. You click this and you click any one of these tabs and you can access. For example, missions and decisions. I click, I get to this page. Another way to get to that is this. A lot of different ways to get there, but key to remember is that this button right here, your country's flag, have access to all of it. So this is a good way. Royal marriage from Saxony, I'll accept. Royal marriage improves relations even further. Can I royal marriage you? Oh yes. Royal marriages are very handy way to quickly boost relations. But declaring war on a nation with royal marriage will really trip your nation up. Like, they will not be happy. Or it used to. I'm not sure if that is the case anymore. But anyway, so now Poland will accept alliance with me now. You'll hear, if you mouse over the check mark, like this, you'll see all the reasons why and all the reasons why not. And they have more reasons to form an alliance with me, so they will. So I'm going to ask for alliance with Poland. And then they'll say, sure, why not? Austria is quite unwilling. Very unwilling. This is gonna make this game tricky, but for now, our primary goal is to take land, our core in Newmark or something. God, names are so hard to pronounce. Okay, so this is what we got going, right? So how do I declare wars and expand borders? Well, to declare war, you can just declare war on anybody at any time, really. But as you can see, there's this warning here: no casus belli. Side effect: -2 stability because of no casus belli. And the reason is casus belli are reasons for war, and we have no justification for starting this war. So how do you get justification? You get justification by clicking on any province you want, and then go to diplomacy. Again, diplomacy tab, and this time I'm gonna try this thing called covert actions and fabricate claims. And actually, we're gonna do that on this land here. Fabricate claims. Well, you don't have to choose a land here. You actually choose the land here. So you can only fabricate claims on a land you border. By the way, you gotta touch the land for you to claim it as yours. So now we're gonna fabricate this, but we have another reason for war actually. I'm gonna pull back a diplomat. Oh yeah. Then fabricating claim uses a diplomat. So that's how the game limits your actions. So now we have a free diplomat. So you can either fabricate a claim, or in some cases you have something stronger than a claim. You have something called core. So for example, we have core on all of our land. Core is basically, we consider this to be essential part of our nation, and other people also acknowledge that sort of deal. And you'll notice for Brandenburg, we have a core in Newmark. So this is, we can try to retake our core, and that is a justification for a war. And let's do that right now. Let's get that out of the way. So I'm gonna click on any, again, you can click on any part of the nation you want to declare war with. This is the same nation. They're just split apart by their neighbor, but they're same nation. Click declare war, and here you get to choose a reason for war. Right now we only have one, so it is auto selected. And here you'll see how many allies are going to join in. Check mark is the ones joining in. Red X means not joining in. We have and how many allies we can call in. Now ignore this check mark for now. Don't check it. Just leave it empty. For here, this is basically for an aggressor like I am in this case. I have an option to call my allies in, and so right now Saxony will not join in. So I can't even check it. But Poland could join in, so I can call them into war right now. And you know what? I will, because they will be a great help in fighting off the Teutonic Order up here. So I'm gonna do that and declare war. War has started. And for an army, you see no leader here. How to select army? You can either click or you can drag box. Either way, I'm gonna hire general. How to hire general? Go to your country tab, and on the far right side, military, right here. Click military, and on the bottom of the tab, recruiting a general. Just click it once, just once. Okay, so we got a general, a very bad one, but that's how the dice roll sometimes. So how to fight a war? Army movement is simple. You click on the province you want it to move to, and it will try to get there in the fastest route possible. So I'm gonna move my army to Newmark, and I have a diplomat free. I'm gonna send it back to Poland again to further improve relations. And how the war goes is pretty simple. How do you take over land? You have an army sitting on top of that, and they'll slowly work towards getting it, and then they get it. Pretty straightforward. Now Newmark is ours, so I'm gonna try to assist Poland in fighting the enemy up north. I don't want to go up there alone because Teutonic Order probably have a big army right there. So yeah, I'm gonna run away from it. That's what this game is about. Mostly military warfare is trying to get a bigger army to fight a smaller one, and that's where allies come in, because more allies you have, the bigger army your side could have, and you want to attack enemies who are smaller than you, so that like less army they have. Now they're attacking me. I hope Poland will join in. Oh shit. Oh wow, that's really bad. That's embarrassingly bad, but whatever. I'll have to live with that. I'm gonna remake my army, and hopefully Poland can take care of the war. I'm gonna just fast forward. Yeah, Poland will take care of the rest of the war, so it should be fine. My army got wiped out, which is quite embarrassing, but now I guess I understand why LPers are so bad at video games. Because talking while playing game is surprisingly hard. And this general being this bad just isn't helping. And I'm gonna move in, fight, kill their 1,000 army. Okay, that's good. Move in here, try to take that over. Make more army. Also, you'll notice these two lands are taking far longer to capture than any other land. That's because they have what is called a fort. You can see this little castle graphic right here. Right here. And what that means is that it just basically means it takes longer to capture it. And in peace movement, like I can't move into here. This army cannot move into here because of the fort is protecting it. Like it's a mechanic that you just have to see how it works on each individual land, because it sometimes gets quite buggy. Uh, Hire this guy. What is up with this guy? More precisely, what is up with Poland? Anyway, so the war happens. Let me see if I can actually just get a peace deal right now. Yes, I can. Okay, so how to conduct a peace. Jeez, this tutorial is a mess. Is you click on the bottom right, you see here. Anytime you have a war going, it'll pop up here on who you're declaring war against. And you click this. Or you can do it this way. Two ways to do it. You can either click this button here, or you can click the nation you're at war with. Again, diplomacy, and click sue for peace. Peace. Not piss. You don't want their piss. You want to make peace. And then you here discuss how you want to end the war. Right now, I want to take this land. Oh, first of all, how you can end the war, like what kind of demands you can make, depends on this thing called war score here. Positive war scores are the points you will use to make demands. Negative ones are points that the opponent will use to make demand on you. So right now we have a positive war score of 25%. And you can see this the land Newmark here costs 6%. So we can probably take it, and you can see here whether they will accept the demand or not. So say we take this, and then we're also going to ask for some war money. Let's ask for some war reparation here. There's different types of demands here. You can ask him to release nation, break off alliance, etc. I just want this land and some more money. Send request, and they accept it. So now we have Newmark. And hooray, we have grown larger, but at a cost because I played terribly and got two stack wipe. Stack wipe is a term when your entire army gets wiped out instead of retreating, and that happened. So that was quite embarrassing, but it is what it is. My first time recording and all. Well, there it is, folks. That's how you play EU4. You make allies, friends, then you have make a reason to fight a war. Oh yeah, let me just show you this one thing. Remember how I was fabricating claim on this piece of land? So now that finished, you can see we have a claim, and so we can declare war on this guy, and you see now we have a conquest, a cost for a war, a conquest here, and so you can do that. But just be aware that remember how I was saying making friends is important, so that like when you have a big war, you have more army at your side. Like I won this war against Teutonic Order because Poland was my friend, and they're just massively huge compared to everybody else. So that's the strategy of the game. So the game seems simple enough, and it is, but you have to watch out because every time you fight a war and you take people's land, everybody around you gets a little weary of your aggression, and it's harder to make friends. Now that penalty goes away. Here's what I'm talking about. You see, when I mouse over their opinion of me, they really don't like me, first of all. And second is you see this thing called aggressive expansion -2. That basically means how aggressively I expand, and that's what that's the challenge of the game, is to minimize making powerful enemies while maximizing the amount of terrains you capture in like the least amount of time. So that is the game. Thank you everyone, and I hope you can enjoy this really weird and nerdy game about world map and being mean to other nations. This game, you're just really mean. You take people's land. How it's really mean, but you know what? It's a game. You're playing against AI. It's all good fun, and it's historical. You might learn geography in a way that might surprise you. For example, who knew Russia didn't exist back then? It's just a bunch of weird nations here. Oh no. Oh, Turkey, you're Ottomans. Oh, Italy, you're such a mess. Anyway, thank you and have a good day.